Okay, so we're back and welcome to Warhammer 2 Total War. And the thing for people to fill people in with it, we were doing a Chaos Dwarf campaign before, but mod shenanigans happened again and my mod list got reset, so I am unable to load the campaign because it crashes when I load it. And my mod loadout has changed since then. It's unfortunate, but so yeah. Gonna have to call that shorter again. However, we are starting off with a new thing today, which is going to be a bit different because we're not starting right from the beginning. We're going to be jumping into a campaign. We're going to be playing as Clan Skryre, and we're going to start the campaign at turn 90 because, well, Clan Skryre is the base game faction, so it's not like how I usually do things where we're having a look at a faction someone's come up with and playing through it on a bunch of turns, like Clan Moulder. No, not Clan Moulder. What am I saying? Clan Ferric, Chaos Dwarves, or something like that. However, we are looking at a mod still. We're looking at the mod Moulder Menagerie by ChaosRobie, I believe it is. We've seen this a few times in other other Skaven campaigns which I've done. Basically, this mod adds some more units to the Skaven roster, and they're higher up in the tech tree, so that's why we're joining this campaign I've been playing in the background at turn 90, because this is just before I start unlocking those units. Skaven Blight is level 5. You can see the laboratory here and the warp turbine plant are both leveling up to level 5. But yes, as you can see, there's a bunch of extra units up here. We have abominations here, which I might have shown off in one of the other plays I've done of Skaven. These are rather high upkeep cost units. They're sort of like Rat Ogres, except they're unbreakable. They cause fear, they have rampage. And I think they have lower stats, but they do cost more upkeep wise, but you get them earlier. So also have giant rats pardon me, which are another what's it called, meat trap type unit, like Skaven slaves. They cost more, they probably have better stats, maybe 12, 10. What's the stats of a slave? 12, 10. Okay, 135 in a unit, 90 in a unit. Okay. But they can take advantage of the Moulder monster, which is what Packmasters are able to heal them. There's a few other things here. Red Ogre Bonebreakers. Most of what we want is all the way up the top, which we'll have a look at when we unlock them. We also get armored Rat Ogres, which are Rat Ogres with armor. Self-explanatory. Burrowing behemoths, which are... they're a unit primarily used for dealing with enemy walls, and I do have some in one of my armies, so we might go and attack Astalia so that we can see them. There's also some other units here which I think were added by other mods. These units here, Squire Warp Guard, which I'm not too sure what they're from. You can also see the rat tank up there, which we saw as Clan Ferric, and there's also a Screaming Bell here, which is neat that you can get them. I don't really know how I feel about being able to just recruit them, since they're supposed to be about 4 Graceers, but I'm not going to get all caught up on that. How other things... pardon me. How are things going in this campaign? Well, we have a bit of an empire. Skaven Blight, we have Tabaro, we own Miragliano, Lucini, Tharaxil, Karakazor, Karabufta. We don't own Myrmidons as Vorak, that's owned by the Bloody Hand tribe. We own Karakhern and that region. Matorka, Akendorf. I've gone for the settlements which have pastures in them mostly, so that we could expand. I've also recently taken Festa Spike, because that was owned by the Golden Order. So I was at war with them, so I could just take it. There's no unique building there, though, unfortunately. We are at war with Carcassonne, also with Wissenland, the Golden Order, as we said. Not at war with the dwarves. This was owned by Carrick-Herne, and then they confederated. So I kicked them out of their provinces before they moved to there. The greenskins seem to be doing a pretty good job of fighting back the dwarves. We'll see whether that holds, and it probably won't help when we unlock our new units. Blood keeps up here. I might actually go for that. Have an army down here. Ikit Claw's running around with a stack of a lot of ranged weapons and artillery. We've got a unit of Storm Vermin, Skryre Warp Guard, which they are sort of an anti-large unit. They have magical attacks, 75 in a unit as opposed to 120 for the Hellbent, for the Storm Vermin. So they're maybe not as useful. They have 35 magic resistance, 8% physical resistance. Yeah, they have magical attacks. 12 bonus versus large. Is that the same as this Hellbirds? 17. Okay, so the Storm Vermin are a bit more useful in that regard. 2 units of Walk Grinders, 4 units of Clan Rats, 2 Jezzails, 2 Rattling Guns, 2 Warpfire Throwers, 2 Poison Wing Globadiers, and 2 Plague Claw Catapults. Be going pretty well. My other army over here, Pestilich, it's an army I created mostly for Clan Moulder units. It's also costing me an awful lot of upkeep. We have Pestilich, 2 Packmasters, a Chieftain, 3 Clan Rats with Spears, a Rattling Gun, Teeth Breakers, 2 Poison Wind Mortars, Morkskittus Hellion, Mutant Rat Ogre, Regiment of Renown, 2 Burrowing Behemoths. They cost 405 upkeep each. This costs 558 upkeep each. Wolf Rats, Giant Rats, 2 Rat Ogres, and 2 Warp Lightning Cannons. And I just sent them back here after we fought the armies of Magritta. Armies of Astarius, so I'll jump them back over there and attack here. Where we should be able to fight them off. We have a few under Empire settlements around. I might actually get this here. Burrows. Because if I attack there, we'll be able to get more income. You have to get level 5 to get the income from sacking increase. Mostly I get this then for the Menace from Below casts. Also, I suppose, the extra leadership. Let's get that. And I'm deconstructing the mine shafts because we've already expanded to Bulbali. We also have an ally in Sartosa who doesn't seem to really like us at the moment.
Choose your next words carefully.
Oh, we had treaties. We had trade agreement with them, but they've broken it. Oh well, we don't need them. Yes. So, end turn. This Moulder Menagerie, you can get them as any Skaven faction, but we're playing as Clan Skryre because Clan Skryre has a few extra... You know, is Aranessa going to go take Magritta from me? Because Clan Skryre has a few extra things for them. They can get some upgrades for the units in particular, which I'm being purposely vague about. Though I've mentioned them when we played as Clan Ferric. So, people watching this later on YouTube probably know what I'm talking about, because I'm most likely going to put it in the thumbnail.
Run, those fools!
Okay, so 2 more turns.
My packs.
You can just have to wait for our provincial patrols to stop moving around. Jump over there.
We are brave, mighty. My technology.
And what am I going to do with you? Are we going to go to war with the vampire counts? I would like to send you back to Skavenblight in preparation for recruiting those units. Yes, I might do that. So I'll jump you over there. If Festa Spike falls, that's not a big deal. I don't really care about it. Carrick-Herne. Dahl von Galbarak. I'm gonna hoard my gold. We've got a few settlements to upgrade. To borrow as well. Which we should, because that has the spine port for Clan Skryre in there, which generates a nice amount of income. Pardon me, just having some tea. Okay. And done.
Skaven are we.
It seems like Estadia managed to fight off Aranessa's armies. I've actually seen that a few times. Aranessa seems to attack with very small armies. It seems to be a common theme with the Vampire Coast as a whole. Like, I feel they think their armies are more powerful than they actually are. I've been playing as Arcane the Black with the expanded Tomb Kings mod, which adds a lot of units to the Tomb Kings, and you should play as Arcane. You can actually get pretty much any undead units in your army, which is pretty nice. And when I had an army with some zombie deckhands, with the pistols, the auto-resolve was really in my favor, and in one auto-resolve they got like 300 kills for like 2 units of them, so I think something might be a bit off there.
Our clan will rise.
Anyway, let's go and attack Magritta. I will probably sack it so we can get all that money.
Storm vermin, attend me. Get the things.
What do you have here? So, Lupio Sunscry, he's getting the Lustrian Obsidian Blade. He's got a Helm of Fortune, Aura of Quetzal, Ring of Desire. He has 2 Witch Hunters, a Captain, Leopard Company, El-Qatani Fellowship, Crossbows, El Mukhtar's Desert Dogs. He has 2 Mortars, a bunch of Halberdiers, Swordsmen, Handgunners, Pikemen, Swordsmen, Lancers. Let's get Menace from Below casts. And yes. So we'll be able to see our burrowing behemoths in this battle. They're pretty neat. I think they were based off of a Forge World model, because I don't think they were actually ever in the Skaven army roster. I think they're described as a mutant variation merging of like a giant rat and some kind of underground burrowing mole or something like that, I'd guess. One thing I would like to see is I always remember there was this diorama of the Skaven attacking Elizabeth Temple, and they had this big burrowing drill which they popped up through the ground with, which was pretty cool. Updated the information. Okay. Also, just move that a bit. Right, so where do we want to attack from? I have 2 warp lightning cannons. Not really an easy spot for me to bunch up on. How about over here?
Now, ready now.
Oh, Plague Wind Mortars. Our heroes and lords. The Hellion. Teeth Breakers. The giant, the wolf rats. Giant rats. Rat ogres. There we go. So let's have a look. Giant rats. Just start the battle. Giant rats. They're adorable. I find them cute. Aside from the buboes and all that on them, but yeah, the little rats. They're actually kind of impressive. They've got like proper ratty animations on them. I suppose they're using the brood horror animations for them. But yeah. It's what a giant rat is. It's a giant rat. It's self-explanatory. It's what they were like on the tabletop, though they were a bit more mutated. Some of them was, one of them I remember the models was like a centaur giant rat, even though it was like dog-sized. And other ones had like extra arms and claws. But anyway, let's see. Hellion, that's from the base game. The burrowing behemoths, they look particularly ratty and large. I believe they use salamander animations. Which suits them, and also looks appropriately weird, because they're more of a burrowing creature than a giant rat. Let's group you all up. You two, get you there, and you there, you there, you there, and you there. Okay. I want you to attack that fort tower. You can't attack that fort tower. I want you to attack... Attack that wall there. You can charge that. You can charge that. They've got handgunners on those walls. They're going to shoot my behemoths. The behemoths actually also have a teleport ability. Dig burrow. Burrow through the battlefield. Teleports the unit to the selected position after a few seconds. Which is pretty cool. And the range of it is really far. I could teleport them all the way up to the enemy walls. Sure. Let's do that. They stand stock still. And... Are they teleporting?
We are everywhere.
Maybe not? Oh well. Run off.
Hungry for the battle.
Get in there.
What orders?
Oh, hang on. Something had happened. Oh, okay. Kind of looks like something might have gone a bit wrong with it. Oh well. Whatever. We can see them do this. They go up against the wall and they actually start digging at it, which is pretty cool. Actually have a little digging animation. And they destroy the wall pretty quickly, from what I remember. I think we should split them up. They seem to be getting in each other's way. Summon some Skaven under the mortars. Okay. Attack the mortars. You destroyed that tower. Good. You lot hold ground. Run up. Okay, have you finished destroying that wall? Not yet. 65. 70. I do like the burrowing animation they have. Dig, dig, dig. Sharp. Charge through and attack them. Do I want to summon giant rats in here? They might not be able to survive on their own. Let's summon some more rats over here. I wish I had a spellcaster. Actually, no, let's summon these. Get them to pop up behind the enemy. Oh, hey. He broke down the walls. Good job. And these are small targets, so the shields aren't going to do much against them. Not the shields, the pikes. Where did shields come from? Okay. Good, good. Poison wind mortars. Come off. Teeth breakers, get in. Bunch of halberdiers over there. Summon some more Skaven. Wow. Now Mukhtar's desert dogs are carving through those guys. Are you... Go over here.
What orders?
Launch some more mortars, please. Also, you can stop firing. Can you, like, fire there? Why can't you? Your mortars.
Yes.
You can't have obstructed fire.
Ready. Rattling gun.
Okay.
Move.
Go there. Once you get firing into the flank there.
Yes.
There we go. And I've got the upgrade for the Rattling Guns, which gives them replenishing ammunition when they go below 80% ammo. So they shouldn't have a problem sustaining their fire. Can I get you both over here?
We move. Yes. Get to their lead.
Attack those lancers.
Rattling gun.
Go get him. Stop him from attacking by Rattling Guns.
Rattling gun. Navasa. Scurry.
Run away.
Hurry. Alpha rat.
Summon some more giant rats.
Will obey. Rattling gun.
Okay, you are the poison ones. Go and charge in there.
War beast trainer.
There we go. Go mob that captain.
Rattling gun. Now move.
It hurt you an awful lot.
Move.
Poison wind mortars go there. You can go there.
Yes.
Warp lightning cannons push through there. Go after that captain.
They flee. We run.
Whoa. Okay.
Master Gate. Warlock. Kill. Rattling gun.
No.
Hurry.
Ow. My Rattling Guns. Okay. Leopard Company. Yeah, don't attack them head on.
Rattling gun. Shriek. Skaven. Yes.
You attack them. Charge there. Turn around, attack them because they're getting sandwiched. Come on, get in there, you. There we go.
Should we run? Flee. Clan rats.
There we go, there we go.
Mighty warlord men.
And everyone has shattered. Nice. You know, my burrowing behemoths took a fair bit of damage, but they're not dead. Okay. Close victory. So they're pretty good in melee. I don't think they're as good as brood horns. They're more I think they're more used for like taking down walls and their teleporting ability. Maybe I just needed to let them sit still for long. I haven't actually used it before. It seems like what it does is it spawns a unit, then probably takes the stats of the burrowing behemoth, despawns the original one, and respawns another one. Because you can't really, as far as I know, you can't teleport units in the base game.
I am greatest warlord. Yes, yes.
Anyway, there we go, and let's sack it for all that lovely money. And do I want Magritta? Yeah, sure, let's take it. And Estalia is no more. Okay, so let's get Arcane Generators. Actually, not Arcane Generators. We'll get the Rattling Warrens. And we can upgrade to Burrow. We don't own Bilbali. That's us out under Empire. Can I build the second one? I can. Do I want to? Gives us Warpstone source. Skaven corruption and cooldown after expanding the Under Empire. Alright now.
Chief Warlock, Ikit Claw.
Okay. You force march over to there. And next turn, when you get into Skaven Blight Province, you'll be able to start recruiting the new units. Let's research virulent plans.
Needs errands to prove his worth.
And we've got
What? On one command.
some points to spend here. Gonna get on you. Bread leader.
Knows who his boss
On
is.
Rail Skid. That's actually rather nice. Let's get Carrot's Stick on
Skaven
both of you.
Blight
Does that
see
stack?
many worse.
It may. They went down from like 400 or something to 324. Yeah. It seems like they stack, because that's lowering it by about 40 twice, or by 80, so
Great one.
that's pretty
Chief
neat.
hands to me.
I might remove them from his army, get rid of the burrowing behemoths. And more Skitters Hellion, because they're kind of expensive. And, just so that I can, because I'm going to put them in Ikit's army. Ugh. Or maybe I'll split them up between the two. I might do that. Because there's like 5 different units I want to see. There's actually 6. But one of them is separate from the others. Wurzag is trespassing. And so is Nasha Blackbog. And we're going to have to fight against Greenskins. Okay, there we go.
Enemies to track.
Oh, damn. Sure, that's fine. Go over to there.
Scurry forth.
And I will I will get rid of 1 unit of warpfire throwers, rattling guns, and a unit of clan rats.
Clan Skryre!
And we'll recruit some of the units. So, you can see them here. We've got a, I think there's 5 different variants? Looks like there's actually... No, there's 5. 5 different variants of these, Stormfiends. So... Stormfiends are a unit which I've seen quite a few people requesting. And, the chances of Creative Assembly adding them were rather low, because they were part of the end times, and that's sort of out of the scope of the Warhammer Total War series. Warhammer Total War 1, 2, and 3 focusing on 8th edition and before, whereas the end times is like the edition after 8th edition. But the models for them are pretty neat, and so modders have actually added them in. And with a lot of nice model work for what I've seen by ChaosRobie. What they are is... they're sort of like a souped up Rat Ogre. Some of them have melee weapons attached. This one, as you can see, has got shock gauntlets on its attacks. On its fists. So, shocking revelation. Minus 16 bonus versus large. Armor piercing attacks. This one here has grinder fists on it, which also gives it wallbreaker, which is pretty nice. This one here has warp braziers, which gives it warp fumes. Damage over time and minus 8 leadership. That's nice. Also flaming and magical attacks. Also it has frenzy. All of them have frenzy. And then we have 2 others up here. We have these Stormfiends here with Rattling Guns. Rattling cannons. People also might know these from Vermintide 2. I think you fight a Stormfiend with a Rattling gun attached to it? I'm not too sure. But yeah, this one's got Rattling cannons attached to both of its arms. And this one here with warpfire projectors, which are warpfire throwers attached to its arms as well. So I think this one's a fair bit stronger. This seems to have a higher rate of fire than the normal ones. It's got 36 shots per volley, which is kind of ridiculous. And there's 3 in a unit, which is pretty nice. So we'll get 2 of those, and I will recruit grinder fists, shock gauntlets, or warp braziers. I kind of need something a bit better in melee, so I'll get the ones with warp braziers. And up here, I think I will get rid of these 3. I'm gonna have to get you back over to Skaven Blight to be able to recruit the units. So I will force march you over there.
Most masterful of masters.
And I'll get rid of the giant rats, a burrowing behemoth, and I'll get rid of this. The mutant rat ogre. It's quite expensive.
We are brave, mighty.
Okay. Can we get Regiments of Renown?
Warpfire.
No. Okay, that's fine. Research. Let's see. Yeah, let's get monstrous aberrations. Okay, so how long is it going to take to recruit those? 2 turns. And I could actually still
More warpstone. Now.
construct that other building. Sure. Let's do that. I'll leave that and enter. So in 2 turns, we'll have some Stormfiends in our armies. I look forward to seeing how they perform. I think they've got animations created for them as well, because you don't actually have Rat Ogres with guns on their arms in the base game. Oh no, the Mootland's destroyed. Who could have done this horrible thing? There is another unit also which we could recruit, which I actually might get into the second army I have there. Upkeep willing, because it's going to be taking quite a bit of a pounding for all this. Or not? Why is my income just suddenly spiked like that?
Science, sorcery, death. Order, listen, stalk.
Okay, hop over here.
I say move.
And I want you to get... Shock, Gauntlets, Grinder Fists, and this is the other unit here, the Chimerat. The Chimerat is a blasphemy against nature. That is to a common rat what a Hydra is to a common lizard. So it's a Hydra mixed with the rats. It's got, instead of lizard heads, it's got rat heads. Another takes its spot place. The big Chimerat are notoriously difficult to kill. Their broken bodies regenerate, raising up again to eat and you. Warpfire breath instead of flaming breath. Got regeneration, causes terror. So I guess it's pretty much just like a Hydra, but it's got rat heads instead of the Hydra heads. What's it say about these? The ultimate and brutal combination of Clan Moulder bioengineering and Clan Skryre's sadistic techno-magic. Yes, I think these have also got, like, secondary brains? It's also something people will probably remember from, Vermintide 2, in that the weak spot is the, little rat stuck on the back of the Stormfiend in a little cage, because I think that's for the ones which shoot guns, because it has like 2 brains to control each gun. I'm not too sure. I don't really remember the lore for them too well, but they've got like a secondary little brain rat attached to them to help with them maintaining the function of their new weapons and all that. And once we've gotten these, we'll be able to do a bit more with them, because we're playing as Clan Skryre, and Clan Skryre does like to tinker.
Skaven's greatest, best inventor.
There we go. So now that we've got these, where do we want to go with them? We're going to attack the Fey Enchantress. Or I could go up and attack the Empire. We could attack Ubersreich.
Melts them, eats them like soup.
Let's see. Don't really have that big of an army.
My packs.
Yes, I was going to get the Chimerat in your army. If they take that settlement, it's fine. Chimerat takes 3 turns to recruit.
Where are my schematics?
Okay, I'll run you back up here. Yep, let's go and attack the Empire. But as I was saying,
a good flay to die.
Clan Skryre does like to tinker, and with the Forbidden Workshop here, we actually have an option now, added by the Moulder Menagerie mod, to fiddle around with the Storm Vermin and make them even more powerful than they already are. Emo coolant. Lowers reload time. Oh, gives them endless drum, of course. So they can't run out of ammunition. A range increase, telescopic lens implants, gives them increased accuracy. Big bullets. Explosive ammunition, oh boy. And a whole bunch of other things for them, so. We'll have a look at all of that. I also still have the Storm Demon quest going, don't I? Even sent a hero over to Zlahwapek to...
what do you want from me?
to, unlock that. Twitchy you may be, rodent, but even you must understand the value of a treaty. You want Warpstone? Yeah, sure, whatever. Aranessa won't like us for that, but... yeah, whatever. War succeeds. Did they take Karak? I can't tell. Okay.
Get the things.
You force march
Not possible. Engineer of Skryre.
up to here.
This bad idea.
Upgrade the warpstone reactor. To borrow. Spine port.
Too strong?
Do I want to get that instead of the other building if I can afford it? I might. Let's get that. Okay, end turn. So, which melee ones did I get in Ikit's army? I got the, Warp Brazier ones. So they're good at fighting in melee, infantry. They've moved an army into Fort Sol. You could just move around that. Sylvanius declared war on the Golden Order. Sylvanius still around? Lorodon Forest declares war on Ragland. I think earlier, Eotane had declared war on Bretonia.
Science and sorcery.
The Sword of Cain's over there, so possibly still like that. Though, in one of my campaigns, the Sword of Cain had actually been taken by I think it was taken by the Lord of Miragliana, the Lord of Tylia,
Warp lightning.
which was rather odd. Gelt's army is Hellstorm rocket batteries, spearmen, bowmen.
Your order is dismissed.
Gotta have 4 Hellstorm rocket batteries in there, and I've got a mortar, and I've got a great cannon. I really don't want to fight that. Let's just go around.
Contraptions. Never.
Yep, we'll go up to here. Why fight it when I can just go around? Okay, one more turn until you have that Chimerat. Lucchini, you can get a rubbish pit. Just to generate some extra income. We've got that. Do I have other buildings here? No.
Stay underground.
Get that. And you can get... yeah, get the... Actually, get that. Enter. Kind of want to bulk out your bases as Skaven because all your buildings generate income, so the more of them you have, the more income you get. Also, I believe a tier 3 rubbish pit is required to be able to get the armoured Rat Ogres. Be able to recruit them.
I not go against council.
Let's see. Yes, see there.
Our clan will rise.
Okay. Jump over here.
Rakatata.
If they attack us, should be
My plan
fine.
Exosuit ready.
And where do we want to attack? Beldorf is still doesn't have that much income. And they've moved their army back over there. Do they have a garrison? No, they do not.
More warpstone. Now,
Okay,
now.
let's attack Feldorf.
Stupid plan.
Oh, it's not. Okay.
set suit to war fight mode.
Be nice if I had one of those ones which could break down walls, but well,
Murder, death.
we've got warp grinders actually to take down the walls. I'd forgotten about them. Okay, start deployment. Yeah, let's just go straight for the center. Clan rats there. Warp grinders there. Storm vermin and the Squire warp guard. Sails, you can go there. Rattling gun and warpfire thrower there. Globadiers. Go there. Stormfiends, you can go there. These Stormfiends can go over there. Stormfiends can go over there. And the Plague Claw catapults can go there. Ikit Claw can go there. And my spellcaster can go there. Okay. Also, I don't have Ikit on a mount. It's just me. I don't know. Skaven Lords on mounts is still odd to me. I like him being on foot. Okay, let's have a look. No, just wait for that buffing aura to disappear. So it's not gone. There we go. So here's the Skryre warp guards. You see they're like warlock engineers with their gear and the warp stone halberds. Here's the Stormfiends, which look pretty nifty. They have unique armor on them as well, which is actually red in color. These ones are the warpfire projectors, so they have the flamethrowers on their arms. But yeah, they got a big tank on their back. They look pretty neat. We've got these ones here with the braziers. Yeah, warp braziers. I guess they're like what's it called? Plague monk sensor bearers. I do like the helmets they have. Really cool. And we've got the ones with rattling guns on their hands, which, yeah. Like you need. Look at the size of those rattling guns. Those are absolutely massive. Oh, jeez. There's some really nice model work done with these. Are these the ones with the little rat in the back? Nope. Which ones have got those? I thought they all had it. Oh well. Maybe it's one of the other ones. Anyway. Let's move up. And I'll have you attack that. Yeah, mortars. Okay, I want you to attack there. I want you to attack there. Ow. Damn it, go. Hold your fire. You can shoot. Okay. Spawn some Skaven under here. Get rid of these. If you can. Just keep them occupied. Or get Gelp to cast magic on it. Okay, don't hurt my Stormfiends. Got good armor. 116 armor, 66 speed, 54, 38. They're no slouch in melee either. These are the ones with rattling cannons. 260 weapon strength, including 145 armor piercing. 43 charge, 24 ammunition, 248 range, and a lot of missile strength, but that's because they fire 36 shots per volley. With a reload time of 4.3 seconds. They have suppressed, armor piercing, shots. Yep. We also have a ballistics instructor nearby. I didn't realize that actually, yeah, that would affect them. Oh. Those clan rats really didn't do much. Okay, cool. Walls are breached. I wish you'd just stop firing your mortars at me constantly. Go over here. Once you break down the gate, charge in. Oh, cool. They're like, they shoot like flames from their pack on the back too. Punch. Oh, we don't get a punch? Well, there's a punch. Some guys are flying. Hey. Okay, can I cast that there? I would like you to come over here. And you can move over here as well. You're all going to... Well, I mean, you're not actually that bad in melee. How do you compare against these? They've got 10 more melee attack. 7 more melee defense. 42 more weapon strength. 11 charge. So they are more focused on melee, but... It doesn't really matter. They're both just as capable. Yeah, just charge in. I'll hop over here. Ikit, you can charge in. I'm just gonna stop casting spells on those guys. And we'll cast spells on these guys. There comes more Stormfiends. I would actually like my warp grinders in there. Globadiers, if you could get in there. So what's their damage over time doing at the moment? Yeah, there it is. Warp fumes. Damage over time, 10 seconds. Does that last for... Yeah, okay. Just lasts for 10 seconds. And it's applied every time they get hit in melee. -8 leadership. Pretty nice. Just means that things which are fighting them will end up... Ow. Will end up just, well, just getting their health whittled down to nothing. Charge there. Right. Gonna have to deal with you lot. Thanks, Gil. You're helping me there. Oh, yes. charge the warp, the Stormfiends. Can you attack something? Yes. Shoot them. I want to see you shooting. Daka 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 daka. Pretty cool. How much damage are they doing? Yeah, okay. I mean, they're not an anti-large target, but they've got armor piercing on their bullets. They're dealing pretty good damage versus them. That's a Rattling cannons. That's a warpfire thrower once. Okay. Attack them. Do they fire once from each arm, or? Bring the other ones up. Ow! Damn you. Okay. Go up there and attack them. You'll charge in here. Shoot them. Why are you going? Oh, because I told you to attack immediately. Daka 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 daka. And you can get these with explosive ammunition on them as well. It's pretty nice. It's just a unit which is fast moving. Yeah, that's pretty destructive. They're just like fast moving weapons teams which are capable of defending themselves in melee. They're pretty quick too. Nice. Okay, well, I think they've done pretty well for the first battle. Clan Rats took a bit of a beating. Let's see. 219 kills for the Warp Brazers. 132 for the Rattling Gun ones, and 76 for the Warpfire. Pretty nice. And we didn't lose a single one of them. Balthazar got 210 kills. 10 less than Ikit. It was because he was casting Gehenna's Golden Hounds on the Skaven. I kept spawning underneath their Hellstorm rocket batteries. Okay, oh, I lost a unit of Clan Rats.
Like Ikit's devastation. Yes, yes.
Okay, we don't get that much money from it.
Sequence countdown.
Should I occupy the settlement?
Take for Squire.
Yeah, sure. There we go. And we can get a unit of Clan Rats with shields or spears? Spears.
Knows who his boss is.
You can get evasion. Ikit, you can get... right, so the Mutagenic Elixirs upgrade here affects the Stormfiends rather than the Warp Smart. I think primarily they count as Clan Moulder units, not Clan Skryre units. Though the for the purpose of the skills, which they take advantage of. So this can give them physical resistance, 15%, plus 10 extra armor, and plus 5 leadership when they go rank 7 and above. So we'll get that. Getting them with physical resistance would be pretty cool. Good, actually. I also have another mod, which is... what's it called? I think it's called something like Official Regiments of Renown expansion or something. Let me see. Or cut content. Here we go. Skaven Regiments of Renown, and there's also one for High Elves, which adds some Regiments of Renown which people found the information for, and also some dialogue for, but weren't included, or which weren't expanded on by Creative Assembly. So we have ones like the Needless List here, which is a unit of Skaven Slays, which have... He watches me. Apparently, entities cannot die while their leadership is higher than 50%. Which is pretty nice, and they also have a ward save at 10%. Leadership's pretty low, though. I think it also the Scurry Stabbers, Dual Sword, Skaven Clan Rats, Hall Scurry's Chosen, I think is another one. The gaseous ones? Clan Rictus's Death Vermin. Scabrous Elders of the Pox, which are Plague Monks which have a bound Blessed with Filth spell. I think that all that the modders had to go off of was the name and the voice lines. I think they actually had to guess or make up what the units actually were themselves based on the name or any other information they could find. But there wasn't like the units weren't created in the game. They had to be expanded on by the modders.
Bigger warp
let's get that. I'll get the walls. And we'll demolish that.
My technocracy.
Okay. Or do I want to recruit something else with you? This is another one, I think. Great Claws of Fisic. What's this got on it? More poxons, more buboes. Oh, okay. For 15 seconds, it increases base explosive damage, armor piercing explosive damage, and also adds poison to their shots. Very interesting. Blade Claw catapults didn't have poison on their attacks. They've got contaminated. They don't really need poison. Okay. Enter. We've got to see how our other two Stormfiends and our second army over here do, as well as the Chimerat. If Carcassonne ends up attacking us. Nope, but they attack Magritta. Yeah, it doesn't. And their second army sails off. It's kind of annoying. I spent a lot of food on upgrading Magritta. Oh well. Ah, and Chaos Spawns. Okay. They actually left their smaller army in there.
Most masterful of masters.
Magic resistance. I'm gonna give that to the ones with shock gauntlets. There we go. Upgrades. Let's see. Twisted beyond recognition. I don't think there's any upgrades, technology specifically for the Stormfiends. They might just benefit from some other tech which is already in here. That increases Squire warp guards. This also improves warp guards. Skaven weapon team units. Giant Wolfrite, Brood Horror, and Burrowing Behemoth. Aberrations, Rat Ogres, Mutant Rat Ogres, Helping Abomination. Rat Tanks, Plague Claw Catapults, Warp Lightning Cannons. Yeah. Yep, okay. Let's get... We'll get that.
Warp lightning!
And what should I do with you?
Engineer of Skryre! Soon.
Let's actually upgrade them somewhat.
Make teams better!
Let's get Hemo Coolant. An alternative solution to the overheating problem. The Stormfiend's blood can be pumped through the Rattling Cannons as coolant. Passive ability Endless Drum, as we saw earlier, and also reload time reduction plus 15%.
Skaven Bright's greatest, best inventor!
So they now have a reload time of 3.4 seconds, as opposed to, what, it was like 4 point something before? 4.6?
Flay and slay!
What else? Warpfire projectors. Intelligent fuel mixing. Rerouting fuel line through the brain allows the Stormfiend to actively monitor warpstone and fuel ratios, resulting in better stability and combustion. Plus 15% reload time reduction for the Stormfiends, and also increased range. Also got hit-resistant alloys, which gives them fire resistance and missile strength increase. Pavlovian conditioning. Increases their leadership, melee defense, and also gives them a charge reflector, which is, I guess, improved charge defense? Let's see, telescopic lens implants increases range, and also gives them plus 15% accuracy constant, which is quite nice. I wonder how that affects them. And also big bullets, explosive ammunition. Sure, let's get that. What do I need for that? Oh, I need to upgrade the, I need to get a bigger, warp forge. Let's get that and that. What are these down here? Doomflag Gauntlets. Huge motorized iron balls and whirring blades, a terrifying weapon. These are things I can get for my units. Big-brained Skaven. A shriveled husk with an auxiliary brain, normally used to help steer the Stormfiend with which it is melded. Increases research rate, plus 10%, and minus 10% upkeep for Stormfiends, Lord's Army. Wind launchers. With each shot, a new glass orb filled with gaseous death clicks into position, ready to be fired. Plus 30% range for the assigned unit, and enables poison attacks for the assigned unit. I guess that's something useful to add for, like, the mortars or the poison wing globadiers. Warp braziers, what can they get? Plus 10 leadership and smoke bomb. Warpstone incense, whose recipe is on loan from Clan Pestilence, allows the braziers to create incense smoke. Fiber insulation. New heat-resistant minerals have been unearthed and could prove useful in insulating the brazier's contact point with the Stormfiend's body, allowing them to burn even hotter. 25% fire resistance for Stormfiends, 10 armor, and plus 15% weapon strength. This endothermic ignition. A mutation has been discovered that allows Stormfiends to maintain their brazier's heat using their own internal body temperature. Plus 40% casualty replenishment rate for them. Plus 20% weapon strength for Stormfiends. So that just encourages you to chuck them into melee even more, because after battle they're going to replenish faster. Grinder fists, melee attack and defense increase. Cutting edges. Bonus versus large, plus 20. And Vanguard deployment. And mutated osteoblasts increases armor-piercing weapon damage plus 15% for Stormfiends, plus 10 leadership, and plus 10 armor. Shock gauntlets. Warpstone status. Okay, Warpstone Generator only has its rotor made of warpstone, but by also using warpstone for the stationary component, far more electricity can be generated. Plus 10 bonus versus infantry, and Warp Lightning Rod, which is an ability I think you can give units with the Moulder laboratory. Bombards the area around the unit with lightning. Warp lightning, yes. Conductive armor, plus 10 melee defense, plus 10% magic resistance, and also electrified armor. Constant around self, active if in melee, causes damage to combatants. So they also get something similar to the Warp Brazier units. Pretty nice. Electricity seems to flow through some metals better than others. These alloys can be used to construct Stormfiend armor that is dangerous for enemies to even touch. What's this say? It is the heavy armor the beast wears that is the true weapon, for it conducts arcs of warp lightning that wreath the Stormfiend's body in crackling energies. Simply being near one of these creatures is enough to sizzle many foes to a burnt crisp. Neuromuscular electrodes. Electrodes deeply embedded, I think that should be, not impeded, in the Stormfiend's muscular system, can modulate muscle contractions and lead to bursts of powerful melee attacks. Plus 10% speed, and plus 20 charge bonus. And what else do we get here? Blackfire War Pack, Warpfire Projector Stormfiend unique unit. Famously set alight half the town of Verona, striding down the street with arms outstretched, warp flame projectors blasting out on either side. They're burnt, they're unbreakable, and they have frenzy. Okay. And Scratafire team, Stormfiends with Rattling Cannons. Capable of unleashing a tide of warp-infused bullets, the Scratafire team has annihilated entire slave legions during weapon testings exercises. Missile strength, reload time reduction, they cause terror, 225 range. Pretty nice. Can I give you that? I'll give you that. The big-brained Skaven. I can give you the Doomflag Gauntlets instead of the Ogre Blade. Sure. That's fine. Let's give the wind launchers. Oh, pardon me. Actually, no, because you don't have the, I'll give you the Banner of the Under Empire, and I'll give the wind launchers to your army, because you have the, plague floor mortars in your army. Be a thing sacrifice, give you launchers. Have a Ogre Blade and an Opal Amulet. Go. And let's go and attack Macritta, because I want to see these other units.
Fight die for me.
I wonder if because they've just taken the settlement, they still have holes in the walls. Yes, they do. It's quite nice. Okay, you can be there. You can go there. You can go there.
I'm now ready. Glorious warpfire.
You can go there. You can go there. You can go there. Go there. You can go there. Again, also, because these count as Clan Moulder units, that means that you can heal them with the Packmasters when you get the ability.
Ready to hunt him.
You can go there. Chimerat can go there. Rat Ogres can go along with them as well. Looking rather mundane compared to the others, and the burrowing behemoth.
Prepare to die. Poison water.
Okay, also
Great clans.
hold ground. And let's have a look at them. So these are the grinder fists, which, yep, they have warp grinders on their fists. Their armor is a different color too. Was it different for the other units? But yeah, they can dig through the walls pretty nicely with those. I think it also gives them a lot of armor piercing, and these are the shock fists. Shock Gauntlet Fiends. Look pretty neat. They have a big power pack on their back. Yeah. Yeah, maybe they've just got different armor. Coloured based on what they are. I wasn't actually paying attention last time. I think the Rattling Cannons had blue armor, which is what I expect them to have. I think the Warpfire Throwers had red armor. Or was that the Braziers? These ones have green. That helps tell them apart a bit more. And we have the Chimerat, which it's like a hairy Hydra. Looks horrifying. It's got big rat heads on it. Oh man. It's pretty much, I think it's based off of like a fan-made model someone had. Which was basically this. It was a Hydra with rat heads on the ends. I remember seeing that. Oh, jeez. Okay, let's go and attack them. I just right-click. The gates are all open for us. Zap! Gas! I'm kind of surprised there's not a Stormfiend with poison wind waters on its arms, but I guess it wouldn't be able to, like, load them with glass orbs unless it had some kind of contraption on its back to auto-load them. They might be too fragile. The Warp Brazier is like that. Okay, get in there. Chimerat. Go terrify some things. Because, frankly, I find this thing a bit creepier than the, Helping Abomination. Bruh. What was that explosion? Why aren't you in there? Come on, get in. Get in there. You're just sitting around out here. Splat. Punch. There's some good sound effects along with them. Oh. Here comes some knights. Go chase after them. Where's the Chimera? There it is. These are knights errant. They're not anti-large. Perfect. Come on, knights. Get back here. There's some units down there. Go and attack those infantry. Rather than these knights who keep running away. They're probably all going to die to these things. Storm fiends from behind. It's a scary sight. With some bellowing all this warp fire everywhere. Is that my warp lightning cannons? Turn around, there's some peasants. Come on, charge down here, help them. Not that they really need the help. These ones aren't anti-large, are they? No, they're the Knights Errant. Go over there. Wow, you're basically taking no damage. Go on. Follow after them. Yep, well, there they go. They're all broken. Okay. Decisive. How'd they go? 110, 65. Pretty good. 126 kills for the Chimera. On that initial warpfire breath, I suppose. Pretty good, pretty good. And they can only get better with the upgrades I can apply to them.
Another victory! Praise me!
Okay. Yep. Just get it level 2. We got the Pipes of Piebald. Upgrade that to level 3. Upgrade that. Rattling Warren. What's the Pipes of Piebald do? Passive. Lowest charge and charge speed and bonus. Right.
Our clan will rise.
You can get a Bone Breaker.
Knows who his boss is.
Which is the ability you get? which heals Moulder units. Oh, it's just a passive. Okay. Cool, so yeah, just keep them nearby. You also have Shock Collar, which you could use on the Stormfiends as well to increase their melee attack leadership. Give them immune to psychology. Get Master Moulder. Increases casualty replacement rate and gives them +5 leadership. And I get that on you too.
Challenge. This rat is no fool.
You can get Rally.
I lead. Chief Warlock, Ikit Claw.
And what do I do with you, Ikit?
Clan Skryre.
Praise Sigma.
Do we attack the Empire?
Skavenbright's greatest, best inventor.
I can't group you together because you're two separate units. Okay, I'm going to recruit some Regiments of Renown to
Science,
fuel you
sorcery, death.
in. We'll get you, and we'll get... I would like the Eshin Triad because they have the Armor Sundering. That would be nice. Or the Weeping Blade, rather. Minus 50% armor. Yes. Okay, let's go attack the Empire.
Make things
And let's go
this arms race. No
ambush their
contest.
provincial patrol. Oh dear, they won't know what's hit them. Storm vermin are rather injured though. Okay, come on. Damn it, Horned Rat.
Ready, ready.
You can position yourselves there.
Storm vermin.
You can position yourselves there. You can go there.
Ready. Warp grinder.
Warp grinders can go there.
Warplag
Jezzails, you can position yourselves up on this hill over here. They're Pistoliers. Hop back a bit.
Now, ready, now.
Now, they're going to get hit by an awful lot. Position yourselves there. You can go there.
Warp grinder.
Warp grinders there.
Yes.
Warp grinders there.
Spears.
Spears.
Scully's chosen.
Spears. See? They had unique voices.
Ready now. What? Ready. Recarat. Guide us, horned one. Council's command.
Would you say it again?
Scully's chosen.
There.
Our tail's yours. Our tail's yours. Warplock loaded.
Join you two together.
Scully's chosen.
You can join there. You two there. Ikit. You can go over here with this group. And you lot. You can position yourselves over here. There we go.
Ikit Claw.
Charge in.
Ready now. Lasting death. Hey.
Good.
Guide us.
6. I want you to keep firing at those Outriders. Make sure that they flee. And how's our... Oh yeah. They are different colors. I really sometimes pay so little attention. Or I just forget. And they're pretty neat lined up like that. I do like the blue for the armor. I think that was the color which they were painted on the models. What's over here? Well, it's dead, whatever it is. flagellants. They're probably tearing apart my other units as well, so, you know, they're just doing a fantastic job all around. Oh yeah, everything's dead. And they move like twice as fast as the Empire infantry, so they can chase them down too. Man, that just shreds things. It kind of looks like they've got explosions on the shots anyway. Okay. Well, that's a victory. 99, 71, 65. 112 kills for the Rattling Guns. 117 for the warpfire thrower. They actually outperformed them. Well done. I'd say the Rattling Guns are still useful because they have more entities in the unit, so they're able to, like, fire more. Like, they're able to blanket a larger area with shots, but these Stormfiends with their maneuverability would be really hard to pass up.
My brain is never outsmarted. See?
Casualty replacement, yes. Go.
Go, go, go!
Dragonbane Gem.
Chief Warlock, Ikit Claw.
I am going to get on you. Death Frenzy.
My technocracy.
Go into encamp mode. There's a plague going on over here.
Our clan will rise.
You're fine. Okay, anything else which I want to get?
Slay and slay.
You can see I also have some of the upgrades for the base ones.
Ikit's rockets are best.
I should probably get a one.
No.
Yeah, this. More warp fuel upgrades.
Equip and murder.
What do I need for this? Reach rank 15 with a Warlock Master. Okay. You know,
Plan scheme.
you might just get swapped over for someone else. Because I need a Warlock Master. We'll get hostage.
Master engineer.
There we go. Warp Lightning.
Knows who his boss is.
And you can get Shield of Distraction. Sword of Battle. Dragonfire Gem. Pipes of Piebald. Trickster's Shard. You could just have things. Where are the other ones which I had? Get the wind launchers. If they're not being used currently, you could just take them from them. And they wouldn't have any chance to rebel. Though I'm guessing they're rank is going down while I'm doing that or something. Maybe? I don't know. Doesn't list it.
No malice detected.
You had an ogre blade. That's fine. And you had gambler's armor. Shielded distraction's better. Okay. I'll have to get you up 15 levels. Or close to. Enter. Oh, we're going for time. Okay. Might go and attack like Dot and Barker and then call it for tonight. Well, the Empire's dealing with Heinrich Kemmler. Like someone's attacking Averheim. Actually, I think... What was this being a new turn? Rather than doing an attack.
I will not obey.
Yep. I think we'll save it here and we'll continue with this next time. After... my
rats! Squad fear musk!
provincial patrols finish moving around. There we go. Okay. So we'll save it here on turn 100. And we'll continue the destruction of the Empire with our new Stormfiends next time. They're quite impressive so far. And they're only going to get more impressive, what with all these upgrades we can get for them. Like, seriously, like this. You just chuck them into melee. If they don't all die, you'll be able to get them back pretty quickly. Just increases their melee capabilities. Charge reflector. I wonder what that does. Because I'd imagine as a large target they would have protection against charge anyway. Explosive ammunition. I want to see that. Yeah, and also these two. But yeah, next time, you know, we'll continue up here. Go off to Altdorf or something. I don't know how long this series will go for. We've already shown off with the units which I wanted to show, but I think we'll do like another 1, maybe 2 of this just to see them some more, because they are pretty cool. But yes, I'll thank you very much for joining, and I hope you'll join me again next time.